Hi everyone and welcome to the tutorial. Today we'll be demonstrating how to work a knit below stitch. This is a different sort of stitch that asks you to work into the stitches that are below the ones currently on your needle, which results in a lovely waffle-like and squishy texture. Your written instructions to this technique will read something like the following. With yarn in back, insert right hand needle into purl bump below the next stitch on left hand needle. Wrap yarn around needle as if to knit, then knit this stitch, allowing it to unravel by one row. So we'll see what that looks like. I'm just going to knit past my border stitches. So I have two of those. So to work a knit below, as we just heard, we need to insert our needle into the stitch below the one on the needle. So if this is the stitch on the needle, you can see here that I have a purl bump, and I want to insert my right hand needle into that purl bump. So rather than working the stitch as the loop which is on your needle, you're going to work it as the loop that was worked in the previous row. So I insert my right hand needle into that loop, knitwise, so just from front to back, wrap the yarn around, and then knit this stitch. So I'm going to draw my yarn through that stitch, so hopefully you can see what's going on there, and then slip it from the left hand needle so it's now worked. So you see as I slip it, my stitch unravels. So I've lost that purl bump, but I've correctly worked a knit below stitch. So you'll be able to tell because you'll see the strand that's unraveled has been gathered by the stitch you have worked, and that stitch can't unravel any further than that one row. So that's the effect we're looking for. Alright, so let's see that again. Insert my right hand needle into the purl bump below the next stitch on the needle, like so. Wrap the yarn around and then knit this stitch. So draw your yarn through and slip it from the left hand needle, allowing it to unravel. But something you need to be mindful of is that if you needed to undo this stitch because you've made a mistake, when you undo it, if you're tinking back, you need to insert your left hand needle into both of the strands. So pick up the strand from the stitch in the previous row and what you've just worked, and then you need to turn it back into a purl stitch. Like so. So that's undone the knit below. So it is a little bit tricky to undo this stitch if you make a mistake, because through doing the stitch you've unraveled a stitch. You need to undo the knit below and then also fix the unraveling that you did. But otherwise, that is the knit below stitch. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the tutorial, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions or comments, do leave them below.